Forgiveness does not mean condoning what has been done. Forgiving means abandoning your right to pay back the perpetrator in his own coin. Desmond Tutu. Hey everybody, James Kevin O'Connor, audio-video artist, singer-songwriter, back to visit with you again for the third and final part of my three-part video series. And thank you so much for allowing me into your home, into your life, into your consciousness, to share some of my stories, my parables, my songs. And I hope you've enjoyed it. And I have a comments box down there. If you'd fill it in and just send me your experience on it, I'd love to hear from you and tell me a little bit about yourself too. So forgiveness, why go there? What's that all about? Why am I even discussing forgiveness? And I know a lot of you guys, I can hear you out there already. An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. And let's not forget, the Bible was written by men, perhaps with political agendas, maybe. And I hear you ladies laughing your head off already. So forgiveness, it's difficult and it's not formally known as a virtue. However, I think the act, in my humble opinion, is virtuous. So forgiveness is important to all of us because when we forgive, we heal ourselves. We allow ourselves to escape from our own prison and be healed in forgiveness. For me, in writing Geography of the Soul, it didn't occur to me at the time in the process of making the album, but after reflecting back, it occurred to me that that theme kept coming up over and over in the album. And I guess that record for me was a very cathartic and healing experience. And it also occurred to me that it's not just about me, that record. Although the experiences were all personal and really happened, this record is about you because my experiences were not so unique that it's James Kevin O'Connor only. No, you're in the stories also. And whether it's in the abuse of Beat the Pinata, or if it was in the forgiveness of State of Grace, or if it was in the deep, passionate love of Favorite Song, or I Want to Be Loved, or perhaps it was in the tumultuous adventures of divorce. Anybody been through that? In gender genocide. So all of these stories, these parables, these songs are really the soundtrack of your life because we all go through this. And I'm hoping that you have the same experience that I have in that reflecting back on it and looking at it is a healing and cathartic experience for you like it was for me. You know, an interesting thing has happened over the last couple of months where I'm getting all of these great support notes and fan sign-up pages from literally countries all around the world. And I put some of them up on the screen for you. It's like 44 countries of people who have weighed in some form or another, sent me notes about my music and the Geography of the Soul album and how they feel about it, what they're thinking about. So I'd like to hear from you as well. And it just is so flattering, and it just kind of knocks me on my butt when I get like a note from some kid from Kazakhstan or Bahrain or Qatar or the Ukraine or Nashville or New Jersey. It doesn't matter where, because the fact that the world has gotten smaller is a really cool thing, because now we all get to share our stories, our poetry, our music, our life experiences, and getting smaller is a good thing in that respect. So I welcome, your input and your comments, and also tell me about you. Where are you from? What do you like? Do you like my music? Do you like my stories? And would you like me to come to your country and perform live? And tell me about yourself. I'd like to hear about you. So the last thing I wanted to touch on is just the MP3 versus the WAV file. Now, what's a WAV file? What's an MP3? Well, most of us know about the MP3. It's like an easy way to just compress a file and send it across the internet. However, they're horrible. When it comes to really polished music, which we take the time and the effort and go through the agony of making not only the best song, but that's only a piece of it. You work really hard on the song, but then you go in and you and your fellow musicians, you go into a great studio with your producer and your audio engineer, and all of you collectively pour your heart and soul into this project to make it the best performance, but also the best sounding artistry that you can possibly create. So when the project is finished, you have this beautiful mosaic that's this big and this beautiful. And it goes into MP3 land and it gets this. It gets compressed and cut down and pushed and manipulated. And you lose a lot of the highs and a lot of the lows. So what I've done is I've made sure I've included a link for you to go right to the digital download. It's right on your page. You can click it. It'll take you to the actual WAV files that the mastering engineer tweaked and polished and made sure that they're available. So it's the same ones that are on the CD itself. And a lot of you guys run around these kick-ass sound systems, you know, with a rock and Bose system. Why would you listen to an MP3? In a couple of weeks, I'm going to send you an A/B comparison, a video to show you so that you can see and hear the difference in the two formats. And I have another killer bonus for you. For those of you that click on the link and it'll take you right to another page, you can pick up another surprise bonus that I'm giving away just with this offer today. And I'm going to keep this window open. I think we're keeping it open 5 to 7 days. And now I'll let you know with a follow-up email, but it's only available for that time. So please click on the link, take you to the other side. You can download the project immediately. I hope it serves you well. I hope it does something for you internally into your inner compass, and share it with a friend as well. Maybe it'll help them out as well. I'm James Kevin O'Connor, audio video artist, singer, songwriter. Great to see you. Thanks for sharing your time with me. Post your comments. I want to hear from you and I will respond personally. And don't forget, investigate the geography of your soul. And I'll see you from the stage.